Hello, my stamping friends. I want to welcome you to another Make It Monday. And today I have a couple of spring Easter cards. And so we're going to be using the set Excellent Eggs. And then we are also going to be using the Layered Florals 3D embossing folder. Oops. From the mini catalog. And I will show those here. On page 27, we are using the Excellent Eggs bundle, and you can get the bundle at $43 or just a stamp set for $23 or the dies for $25. Today we're just using the stamp set. And then for the second card, we are using the on page 65 of our mini catalog, we're using the Layered Florals 3D embossing folder, and it's very pretty. It's up here in the corner. You might miss it or wondering where it's at, and it is $11, and it's the it's a 6" by 6¼ inch, and it's very distinctive. It's very 3D embossed. And so we will get started with our cards we have today. I am recording this ahead of time because I will be getting ready to go to our on stage. And so I'm looking forward to that. So for our first card, I am going to bring this in. I'll lay this here. We're going to make, it's a fractured card, and it looks really intimidating, but it's super easy to do. And so we'll get started with that. I have a piece of cardstock here that is 4¼ by 11, scored at 5½. I'm going to line this up the best that I can. Then grab my bone folder, crease it. Then we have a piece of DSP, and it is 4" by 5¼ and we're not going to glue it down yet. I just about made that mistake again. And then I have a piece here, and it is for my ruler. There we go. This piece is 2" by 2". I'll double check this. 4" by 5¼ and then we have a piece of basic white that is 3½ by 5 for the inside. So with this, I'm going to sit on the diamond direction and bring in the Hello Spring. Drop my stamp. So here's the Hello Spring. So I want to ink it nicely. And then try to get it as straight as I can and center it from the side to side points right here. And I do not have my words on the back of it, the sticker, because I wanted to go off that fairly straight line at the top to go along this line here to make it as straight as I could on my diamond. Put this down. We'll bring this in and add it to our piece of DSP. We're going to use glue for that. These are super easy to make. This is, these cards are what I did for my in-person card class. So I've been trying to make videos. So this will be my next Make It Monday. So I'm going to grab this. And I'm going to measure about, I want to start at this top corner and line it up along that edge. And line it here. Bring it down to, see where this edge is? That's where I'm going to mark with my finger to add my glue to. Just add a small line of glue and then place it down. If you're afraid of getting glue on your counter, on your workspace, put down your silicone mat. My surface is protected with a clear silicone mat, so I'm not too worried about it. Then I'm going to flip this over, and then trim that piece off. And then we're going to turn the piece of DSP like this. We're going to lay this one down. So this is just a 1/4 inch strip that's 8.5 inches long, and it takes about 2 of these strips. So I'm going to lay it up against this to here, and I know that right here on this do that. And lay this up here. Butt it up against that diamond shape. Okay. And then this, I need to trim it both directions because it's right on the corner. That. And then this is all trash. All right, put that glue away. Then we're going to bring in our next piece. And so you just keep going around. You don't jump to the next one because then it messes things up. So you want to start and you want to go clockwise around your diamond shape. So I'm going to put this here. Put my finger there. Just add. It's a super easy, quick. Like that. Let's turn it over. Cut that off. And then you just switch to the opposite end that still has the straight edge. And just add glue. And butt it up to there. And then finish it off. Trim that away. So there's the front. And we're going to add that to the front of our card. And I like to add to the corners, down the side, center. Add that to our front. I think I missed one of my pieces. I did. We have a piece of DSP for the inside. I like to take and just draw a line, not starting at the edge, just step in and go straight across and stop before I get to the end. And so lay my DSP down Should get a little wiggle room there. And then open my card. This is a really fast card to put together. Center it the best that I can. There we go with that. Let's see about adding something. I did not add any rhinestones or anything to it. Looking to see what I got here. I have a box here that's got several different things in it. I'll add some pearls. You can color these with your Stampin' Up markers if you wish. Oops. There we go. Just added a little something to it. So there's our card number 1, and I wanted to explain a couple things here. That this one I put farther down and you get shorter fractures. This one I slid it up and I've got short fractures here, but it makes it very long in there and it goes straight to the corner. So it depends on where you put your diamond. You can put it on the center, or you can put a little taller, a little higher to the top. You could stamp the little bunny if you wished. You can put a little flower in there, but this is to show how to make the fracture card. So that's our first card. And then our second card is this one here. It's it says Happy Easter. This is the egg, but we're going to stamp it on just the stitch circle, and then our Happy Easter. And I don't know if you can tell or not, but the Happy Easter, I outlined it with a very light seafoam green, and it kind of gives it more dimension. So I'll show that. So we'll bring in our second card, Bits. And this one's an 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then we have a piece here that is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And then I ran it through the embossing folder. And then we have a piece of lemon lolly, and it is 3 inches by 3 inches. And this is from the hot air balloon DSP, and it is 2 7/8 by 2 7/8. And then I cut a circle out of the center of that. And then we have a stitched basic white circle. And then we have this banner that came from the dies from the hot air balloon. And so I cut that from basic white, turning it the other direction for our sentiment. So we'll get started with this one. So I'll fold this one in half on our score line. These are just really quick cards. So we'll do that. And I'm going to grab a piece of scrap paper here and put this down. Take the memento and ink up our egg. And I want to make certain I make it onto the circle. So here's the circle, and I'm coming down just a little bit and stamping. There we go. I'll move that over. I want to bring this in and our Happy Easter, and I'm going to take the ink to the stamp. And then line it up from side to side and make certain it's in the banner. There's our Happy Easter. Pull that ink up. I'll go ahead and keep that. I'll be coloring and then it'll bleed through. So I'm going to use the petal pink, and there's some flowers in this little bit here. I'm just going to add a little bit. I think I'm going to color one of my rabbits the petal pink. And floral down there, some down there. And then bring in our embossed piece here. And on these 5-petaled flowers, I'm just going to flick. You could color them all the way in if you wanted to give more color. I just want it subtle, not pressing hard. I'm just kind of flicking the color on there. So wherever there are these 5-petaled flowers, I'm just adding the color to those little lines for the veining in the petals. I'm not necessarily being right on those, but I'm trying to replicate that and add color. And I'm not being like super, missed one, like careful to make certain I'm just staying there. All right, so that is what that looks like. Super simple. Close this up. Now we'll bring in our soft seafoam, and we're going to color in the grass area. And I'm not worried about getting the whole entire thing covered, just like leaving some of those little rocks or little kind of oval things from being covered. Go around the rabbit. The little ones, it doesn't matter if we cover those. But the larger ones, I want to leave some white space on my little circle here. Go around the florals that I've added pink to. And like I said, it does not have to be completely filled in. We're just giving it a little bit of extra color. Quick and easy. I tell my customers and friends that I'm I guess a lazy crafter. I don't know. I just do quick and easy. Then I'm going to take the bullet tip and I'm just going to outline, follow the outline of the word. like that. And it kind of gives it a little outline. Kind of gives it a shadow. And then like if this here doesn't look like it's enough to me, so I just add a little bit more on that one. You can add as little or as much. That's our pieces. Quick and easy. So on this, I want to just glue it directly. And glue to my corners. I'm squeezing a little bit harder because I need glue. This is there's not complete surface coverage here. So I added a little bit more glue to this than what I normally would. So I'm just going to add that to the front of my card. And it's just an 1/8 inch smaller than my card base. All right. And then we're going to add a little bit of glue to the back of this piece. And just a little bit around the edge, around that circle. Not too close to the edge though. Pick it up. Center it on my lemon lolly. I like the bright color of this. I'm going to flip it over and grab some dimensionals. These are all minis. Not minis it is then. There we go. Just take those backings off. Slide this down. I want to center it. I'm trying to do equal sides and top, having a wider bit down here at the bottom. That looks pretty good. And I want to add dimensionals to the back of this as well. And then I'm going to add to the ends of my banner. And even maybe to the bottom. Like that. All right, so we'll do the circle first. Come in. Add it to the center of that, like that. Take the backings off of these. All right, I'm going to add just a little bit of glue, a dot or something. So it'll stick. I'm going to try to center between this lemon lolly, but come up just a little bit. Like that. So there is that. So I like to also think of Stella. Could add that to these flowers that we colored in. You could add it circle that we put the DSP on. DSP, I'm sorry, the Stampin' Blends on. And there we go. That's our second card. Like I said, very quick and easy. So there are, that's the second card. Bring the other one in. Clean some of this out of the way. So these are the two stamp set and the embossing folder. And there we go. So this is our Make It Monday. For March 11th. So thank you for joining me for another episode of Make It Monday, and I hope that you'll give this style of card, the fracture card, a go, because it's super easy to do. Just cut 1/2-inch strips, put your diamond shape down, and then start at the edge of the diamond shape and start in a clockwise direction around it, and then just to make certain that the next one is in clockwise. Don't get out of order, and it turns out really cute. It's a really neat technique. Looks super hard. I have seen where people have done this first and then added the DSP here, and then added a different one here, and then added up to there, and then trimmed them off as well. But I like it when it's one bit of DSP in the back. I might try it the other way, but I just wanted to share my Make It Mondays. So enjoy today's cards, and I will see you later. Bye-bye. Happy stamping.